No one on this planet is a narcissist. Trigger warning for this conversation. I hear it almost daily. If not, I would say daily, multiple times a day. My partner's a narcissist. This person's a narcissist. Everyone's a fucking narcissist. And I hear it so often, and it limits you so much. I'm going to explain to you what I mean and how to shift your perspective so it stops limiting you and you stop repeating the same patterns. If you don't know who I am, my name is Lewis Huckstep. I'm an author, I'm a speaker, I'm a coach. I've coached over 10,000 people to find their life's purpose, heal trauma, and create a life that they love. And I want to break this down for you. Before I do, the only request I ask for you is if you like this video and subscribe and leave a comment. That's all I ask. It helps so much. It's going to share the video to more people, so I get to help more people. So thank you in advance. Let's rock and roll. So let's begin. The term narcissist is a label that describes or categorizes a set of traits and behaviors that we call narcissistic. Let me give you a list of some. So I've just jumped on ChatGPT and I said, can you list out all of the traits and behaviors that a narcissist does? And here's a list of them. Arrogance, manipulation, gaslighting, entitlement, vanity, exploitation, superiority, control, deception, blame, defensiveness, criticism, dismissed, projecting, bragging, isolation, rage, condescending, list goes on. So there's only 25 on this list. There's probably more answers out there. I guarantee you there would be. So here's the thing. Every single human being does every single trait. I want you right now to hold yourself accountable and don't be narcissistic of what some people would call you. And I want you to find a moment right now where you've done each of these traits. So I'm going to read it out to you. And I want you to find a moment in your life where you've done this trait. Arrogance. Where have you been arrogant before? Take a moment to find it. Now, if you have wounds around these, which is what often the projection of narcissists are, they're projections of the traits that were painful for you, which is called trauma, it's very hard to find them. But I guarantee you can find it. Because I guarantee you've been a child before, you've been a teenager before, you've been a human before, and you've been arrogant before. So find a moment where you've been arrogant. Beautiful. Pause the video if you need more time. Move on to the next one. Find a moment where you've manipulated someone before or displayed the trait of manipulation. Pause the video, find a moment. Beautiful, move on. Gaslighting. Find a moment where you've gaslit someone before. Pause the video, find a moment. Move on. Entitlement. Find a moment where you've been entitled. And just continue this through this entire list. Because guess what? Every single human does every single trait. I love using this example because it just hits it home so strongly. When a baby is born, what parts of a baby is worthy of love? It's an obvious answer. Don't overthink it. When a baby is born, what parts of a baby is worthy of love? All parts. Beautiful. We're all loved. We're all lovable. All parts of us are worthy of love. But then we go through life and we experience pain or trauma. Trauma is a moment of overwhelm or underwhelm when something was too much or not enough for us. And we will learn and we create the perceptions that those parts of us that were painful from mum or dad or upbringing, whatever happened, those parts of us are bad. Those traits are bad. So then we disown that part of who we are and we try to be seen as the opposite. And then you get triggered by others who display that trait back to you. And then you attract them into your life. What you run away from, you run into. It's quite funny when you start to see this. I'll use this example. I do this exercise a lot for my clients. So if you've done it before, do it again. Different answers may come up, or you can use someone else if you want to. Do mum and dad. So we're going to do dad first. Think of dad, whoever played that role for you. Don't judge your answers. Even if you love this person, still answer the question. Think of dad. In a one-word answer, it will be a trait, a behavior, or a part of him, whatever it is. In a one-word answer, what's the one thing you dislike most about dad? Whatever comes up is perfect. Controlling, manipulation, unseen, unheard, abusive, violent, dismissed, abandonment, rejected, whatever it is. Find that word. And I want you to find 3 answers for that if you can. So 3 one-word answers for dad. So what's the one thing you dislike most? Answer that again. Answer that again. Come up with 3 if you can. Then do the same thing for mum. Think of mum, whoever played that role for you. Do the same thing. What's the one thing you dislike most about mum? Again, unseen, unheard, unloved, abandoned, rejected, criticized, dismissed, victim, weak, whatever it is. Find those words. These words, pause the video if you need to. Look for it. Now, let's continue. Those words you just came up with from mum and dad, these are probably traits that you call as narcissistic because they were moments in your life when someone, mum and dad in this case, did these traits and it was painful for you. It was overwhelming or underwhelming to you. And these are the things you attract into your life. This is what you run away from and you run into, and then you get triggered by it when someone does it back to you. Interesting. What you run away from, you run into. Past hurt creates future fear. You're running away from it, you're running into it. You attract people and circumstances to reveal where you have not healed. It's kind of funny when you start to see it. The things you haven't healed from, your past hurt, is what you run away from to protect yourself from it, but in doing so, you run straight into it, which then triggers you into some coping mechanism. So when people say, this person's a narcissist, this person's a narcissist, everyone's a fucking narcissist, what they're saying is this person is reflecting traits and behaviors or parts of a human that I think are bad. That's what people are doing when they say someone's a narcissist. And every human does every trait. You've done all those traits plus more. You're a human. I am too. I'm a human. I've done all those traits. There is no such thing as a one-sided human who only does the narcissistic traits without the altruistic traits. Because if I ask you what's the opposite of a narcissist, what do they do? Loving, caring, authentic, safety, whatever it may be. You do those traits too, and the person you're calling a narcissist, they do those traits too. You just don't see them because you're projecting onto them. Every human has all sides to them. Do this exercise right now. Think of someone you other question. Think of someone you truly love. Not you're in the honeymoon period and you put them on a pedestal. Someone you actually know well and you actually love them for who they are. Whether it's a child, whether it's a parent, whether it's a sibling, a partner maybe. Think of someone you truly love. Now, if you truly love them, you love all parts to who they are. You love the altruistic traits, the shiny, quote, good traits, and you also love and recognize they have the, quote, bad traits or the narcissistic traits. They have all traits to them. They're a fucking human. So people that just keep saying they're a narcissist, everyone's a fucking narcissist, they're just projecting their hurt onto people. Because you might have heard this term, you don't see things the way they are, you see things the way you are. That was from Dr. Wayne Dyer. Think about this. You are a projector, so you're the projector of your life. Your entire reality, your entire life is a projection. You are the projector. Your life is a projection. Your perception is a projection. So what you think is bad or wrong or painful or are narcissistic traits is what you project onto others. And it's what you judge them for, and it's what you get triggered for. And if you haven't healed from it, you keep attracting it. That's the cosmic joke that plays out. Until you heal from your hurt, until you integrate and do the inner healing work, you're going to keep running into it. That's why you keep attracting, quote, narcissistic people into your life. Isn't that crazy? A funny example, just because it came up again last week for me. I've helped over 10,000 clients now. And I've had it hundreds of times. It's just fresh because it literally happened last week. I had a client come to me and she said, I was dating a narcissist. Use the term again. But now, on reflecting, I think I'm the narcissist. Everyone's a fucking narcissist. Everyone has all traits to them. So the way I want to reframe this, because obviously the title of this video, I said, no one's a narcissist. I say that, or the way I would even zoom in a bit more on that, is no one is a narcissist without the other side. There is no one-sided human who has the narcissistic traits without the altruistic traits. So yes, does every single human display the traits that we call narcissistic? Yes, they do. I do too. I've lied before. I've been abusive before. I've controlled before. I've been manipulative before. I've been mean before. I've been arrogant before. I've been entitled before. I've done it all. So have you. And if you're not right now, you're like, I never do those things. You've been very fucking arrogant. You've been very dismissive right now. Very narcissistic of you. We all do it. So please, please, please stop saying, they're a narcissist, I hear it because a lot of my content is around healing and trauma relationships. This word pops up all the fucking time. So I just wanted to make another video on this to hopefully hit this home for you, that when you hear someone saying this person is a narcissist, or if you're doing it yourself, hold yourself accountable. Don't be a narcissist and dismiss the accountability. Take accountability and do this. What are the traits and behaviors specifically about this person that I'm calling narcissistic? Controlling, manipulation, abuse, lying, dismissive, all the things. Find those traits. Those traits and behaviors will be wounds of yours, past hurts of yours that you haven't healed from. Now, for my clients, hello clients, good to see you again. For my clients, what I would then suggest to do is to do a balancing process on those traits. Go do my integration process to heal from the wounds and the hurt from that trait, so you stop projecting it onto others and attracting it into your life and dismissing that part of who you are, because they become parts of you that you don't love. I think I might have mentioned that earlier. So self-growth or healing is learning to love all parts of who you are. When a baby is born, all parts of a baby is worthy of love. But then we go through pain where someone does narcissistic traits to us, which are painful. We learn that they're bad. We run away from them. We run into them. We get triggered by them and we project onto others for displaying them. Life is a mirror, my friend. Your perception is a projection. So please stop using the term, this person's just a narcissist. You're just projecting your wounds of narcissistic traits onto said person. That same person has the other sides to them as well. They'll just do them in different forms that you don't see. They might be more loving and caring in their family or their business or their finances or somewhere else where you don't see it. When you truly see someone, you see all sides to them. Every human has all sides. So do I. So do you. So does everyone. So please stop giving your power away and blaming others for your projections onto them. Take ownership. Now, another just side note I want to finish on. I'm not saying don't have fucking boundaries, by the way. Say someone treats you a certain way, because I talk about triggers versus boundaries. A trigger is your resistance and triggers and emotional responses that you have to things. If it's not life-threatening, it's just ego-threatening. That's from Peter Crone, really good quote. So when you get triggered or activated or you judge or project onto someone and there's emotional resistance involved, then that's a wound of yours. It's a trigger of yours. But I also believe in boundaries. You hold someone accountable. So if you're in a relationship and someone physically abuses you or mentally abuses you or does these things, set boundaries and consequences. Hey, my love, hey, if you do that again, I'm leaving you. Now, please don't weaponize that, because people do weaponize those types of words. But have boundaries, have standards you hold for yourself. I'm not saying just get walked all over and allow people to do these things to you. It's about taking the ownership of the trigger and the resistance you have to the traits. Because until you do that, you'll keep repeating the same patterns and running into the same things. And you've probably seen people do that. Maybe you've done it yourself. And then have boundaries you hold people to, the standards you hold people to as well. I'm going to wrap that up. I hope this helped. I hope you got value from this. Leave your thoughts below. If you completely disagree, I'm okay with that as well. Put it down below. If you'd like to work with me, please grab a copy of my book. It's on Amazon, Kindle, or Audible. Or grab a free trial and a one-on-one call with me in the comments down below. Or in the caption below somewhere. I hope you're well. Love you heaps. See you soon. Enjoy the content. Bye.